Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Once more, we are here on a Saturday evening. Hopefully not going to have to totally awful late night weekend teams. We will see. But we're also going to say to play some nice tanks today. So yeah, hopefully. I don't think I will play the bad ones too much, or at least the low tier ones. I'm really not that interested in those. So let me just quickly get you ready here. What do I have? Okay. I was just confused. I had two browser windows opened. All right. What do I... Man, I just had some brain lag. Just completely forgot what I was about to do there. I was about to share the stream. That's the main thing for now. And after that I will also try to wake up. Okay, publish. And the official server gets also a link, contributors, media. All right. Righty. Anything else? No, I think I'm fine. How are you? I hope you're also having a good day so far. No, one last thing then. That's the standard pinned message. Maybe I should replace that with the fourth wall link, with the shop link for the merchandise, because there is Nino merchandise available now on the website on the description. I'm kind of proud of it, so I hope at least some person, maybe one person, will buy something. So far, not much yet. Maybe it's because I'm not wearing the shirts yet, because they didn't arrive on time. Maybe that's the issue. Hey everyone, I saw my Fusilier as well, of course. Depeche Mode, and David the Rave. Let me actually get the camera down a little bit. Yeah, just like that, kind of. Alright, also hi Odelik and Simon and Cepera. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, I'm sorry. But looks interesting. Where are you from? Hi Jonathan as well. Okay, let's hop over to the iPad. Also, as I redesign my logo, I actually have to redesign the whole scene transition. The Nino logo that's swiping over there, over the screen. Damn it. Why did I do this? Okay, so on the shop right now, we do have... yeah. Okay, I need to restart the game. Sometimes, at the moment I have that quite frequently actually, that the game is just not working properly. I mean, that the shop is not loading and then I need to restart. So let's do it. You speak English also? Almost as good as me, and I'm a native speaker. What were you expecting here? A German stream? Oh, you've been here already. Why are you surprised that I'm speaking English right now? But thank you. Hi, Hero, Rinride, and Elias as well. I bought a 907, he says already. The rest isn't really worth it in my opinion, but 907, good deal. Let's find out here. But before we are starting, I want to just give my opinion really quick. I already went over the tanks yesterday a bit, but actually today is a dedicated Black Friday stream, so I'm actually going to do it again, just because it's relevant here, and no one will find the other one. Okay, we have multiple tanks here on the Black Friday sale, also some gold packs here. Where do I start? Maybe at the top? What's this package here? Panther 8.8, T-34, IS-2SH, don't buy it. It's not a bad deal actually, 3 tanks, but the IS-2SH is kind of meh, doesn't have any armor, really rear-mounted turret. It has a lot of special consumables, that's interesting about it. Panther 8.8, boring. T-34, hull down heavy tank with 400 alpha damage, not bad, but there are a lot of stronger tanks nowadays. It has been strong when it was released, and that was a long time ago. It was one of the first premium tanks. Nowadays it's just not really up to it anymore, because it doesn't have any hull armor, it is rather slow. Here we do have the Steyr Waffenträger. Steyr is a region in Germany, Austria. Anyways, it is a tank without any armor, low tier tank without armor. I usually wouldn't really go for it, to be honest. Has an accurate gun, has good mobility. So yeah, little TD with a speedy engine. Okay, on to the higher tier tanks here. Carro, 45 tons, 45T here. Carro is a tank that is fairly slow. It has a little bit of armor, not great armor. It has a pretty good clipping potential of 4 shots with a reserve shell, so you don't use a reserve shell because it has 21 seconds reload time, but 3 more shots that you can use with a really bad DPM, but it's an auto reloader, so you are always having 1, 2 or 3 shots available, and you are having accuracy is nowadays kind of good, pretty high alpha damage of 380, so pretty good clipping potential there actually. But if you're lacking the DPM and also the mobility, and therefore it has its downsides as well. It is, on the other hand, it's quite easy to play because of the high alpha damage and high burst damage there. So if it's really super interesting, that's another question. I personally am having some kind of hate-love relationship with it. Sometimes I like it. I don't really love it, but sometimes I like it because it has this punchy gun. But at the same time, it's just slow, not that armored. Yeah, a low DPM. I think for most people it will be absolutely fine, will be good. And then the Badger, let's move on. The Badger has a ton of armor, it has a lot of gun depression, and it also has, right, what else does it has? A lot of DPM, and that's the main thing. 460 alpha gun with a lot of DPM, so you are really strong if you get to play this tank hull down in front of the enemies. You can just out DPM anyone. The lower plate, of course, is a weak spot, but that is just quite easy to hide if you're capable of some hull down playstyle. The superstructure can only get penetrated if the enemies are applying calibrated shells and premium ammunition, or are having tons and tons of penetration, like some TDs, like they can penetrate these spots to the side and right next to the gun. Object 907, very fast medium tank, not having a lot of armor, a little bit of armor on the turret, has some nice mobility. First of all, it's almost a light tank in that regard. It has reticle calibration as well, which I really love, and it has the tracer shells that keeps the enemy spotted for 20 seconds. This is an amazing tank for flanking around and for just shooting the enemies into the sides, keeping them spotted with the tracer shells. It's a lot of fun to me, but really don't play it frontally against the enemies too much, because you cannot expect much from the armor, and you don't have a lot of gun depression either, so you're going to struggle a bit more there. Play it a bit more like a light tank, really. At least it also has some kind of hull down capabilities, because the armor is not non-existent. So I think it's a very versatile tank. I do love it a lot. Cobra, then bad mobility. I really don't like that. It has also bad armor. And it's mostly the main outstanding feature here about the Cobra is that it has a gun with nice accuracy and good DPM. But it only has 2 ammunition types. One of those is hash. No, let's actually start with the... Yeah, okay, it has hash as a premium round, and that doesn't have a lot of penetration. And you have heat as the standard round. And that is really awful in my opinion, because you cannot penetrate any space armor, you cannot penetrate any tracks or so, you cannot track anyone while doing damage, and I try to do that a lot. So in my opinion, that's a really big disadvantage here on a Cobra. And also, if you are lacking the penetration frontally against the enemies with the heat, and you're also not you're also having hash and heat, both with kind of bad penetration, no high pen premium ammo, then theoretically you would need to run around the enemy to shoot them into the side or so. And there is where the mobility is really coming at a disadvantage. And if you play against them frontally, you cannot penetrate, you're having bad armor, really bad combination in my opinion. I really dislike this tank. If you could not tell just yet, really not a fan here. It sometimes or somehow still kind of works out, but I don't like it. Then we're having the Charfutur. It's also tier 9, just like the Cobra. Charfutur having great mobility, good accuracy, good DPM, and it also has the adaptive concealment that gets you unspotted after only 7 seconds. And on top of that, you're also having the light eye icon above the enemy, so you see immediately if you are being spotted by them. And that can help a lot when it comes to farming damage. So it's similar to a Leo PTA or so, just maybe even better, because also it has a very low silhouette and the special mechanic there, of course. Fancy tank there, I like it. I would buy it if I... Do I actually have it? I don't know. I will have to check, otherwise I will buy it. WZ-114 is a super heavy at tier 9, hull down heavy tank with a high alpha gun, 480 I believe, a really high damage per shot there for this tier. It has reactive armor and a lot of hit points, 2.4k hit points with its sandbag armor as well, so you are actually really having a super heavy, like almost tier 10 hit points there on this tank, and also good turret armor, good hull armor all around, so it's pretty neat. Although it has a big lower plate. T55A, a typical Russian medium, good DPM, good armor all around as well. More like a T62A or like a T54, which is free. So if you're already having a T54, you might not be that interested in getting the T55A, as most people are not playing tier 9 that much anyways. Moving on to the FV1066 Senlak. It's a tier 8 light tank with a very low alpha damage, kind of like the FV301, I believe it's called, the tactory tank there, but it has a rear mounted turret, unlike the FV. Otherwise, it has pretty good mobility, pretty good DPM, but I'm just not a fan of light tanks at the lower tiers because there are so many OP premium tanks with a ton of armor. At higher tiers I love the light tanks. Lower tiers I'm not a fan of it. It will be up to you to maybe take that or not. KPZ PR68. Do I have the option of seeing the characteristics here? I think it has pretty high alpha damage. Let me not get that wrong. Yeah, average damage of 380. It has a pretty strong hull armor with that shovel to the front there. Quite bouncy. Of course, you have a lower plate that can get penetrated. The turret isn't impenetrable either. Kind of accurate it is as well. High damage tier 8 medium tank with okayish mobility. Email 1951 now. It is a tier 8 autoloader similar to the Email 1, but it has less armor. For that, I mean, people can mostly penetrate your turret with AP even, although it is kind of troll. You can get some ricochets off of that as well, but still it is not really having a lot of armor. For that you have better mobility than the Email 1, and you are also having better accuracy, better DPM. Overall, the statistics are just all better, apart from the armor really, and the Email 1 depends on the reticle calibration on special speed boost in order to get up to some speed, and also has much worse DPM. So the Email 1 compared to this one is just rather slow and also RNG dependent, because you can get set on fire, etc, etc quite easily. Here you have the repair kits available. You have 2 repair kits and you are just doing quite fine with this one here. I think it's a very nice autoloader, maybe not for the beginners because it doesn't have any armor, and then there could be better options, but I like it. Just that I'm not playing it a lot because it's low tier, but hey, it's a nice tier 8 tank that's also quite strong there. BC Burask here, one of the best tier 8 tanks actually. Good mobility, very nice gun with a alpha damage of, don't let me lie, how can I look at it here? It has 320 alpha damage times 2 with a pretty fast intra clip. And yeah, just having, okay, stream crash. The software crashed. Luckily not my PC anymore. But it's back, okay. Alright, let me just quickly... Weird, also the chat disappeared somehow. Okay. Anyways, what was I about to say still? I don't know what you still heard. Yeah, low silhouette, small turret with some troll armor as well. It's pretty nice for an autoloader medium at tier 8. Definitely I can recommend this one. Yeah, the Type 57, it has a pretty high alpha damage for the tier. It has, what's the alpha damage here? 430, that's really quite high. And still it has really nice accuracy. Also it has the reticle calibration, the thing that just decreases the reticle size and gets you to have some really nice accuracy for just a moment. It has pretty good turret armor. The upper plate is also strong and the hull is kind of bouncy, but you're having pretty big lower plate, so that you have to keep in mind there, making it not too easy to play. Still, I do enjoy this tank because of the accuracy, which most other high alpha tanks at tier 8 do not have. They are all horribly inaccurate. Defender MK1 is a tank that is also one of the best at tier 8. Medium tank with an autoloader. It has a clip of 4 shots. Let me just show you again here. Clip of 4 shots of 190 damage each. Pretty fast intra clip of 2 seconds. And it has a very strong turret, which is really uncommon for autoloaders. And especially, yeah, medium autoloader with a really strong turret. That's really nice to have there. Yeah, also very accurate gun. DPM is also sufficient. Mobility is pretty good as well. Can recommend this one. SU-130 PM here to the left side is a TD with 460 alpha gun. It has a very low silhouette as well, as you may see here. So although you're not having any armor, you can get some ricochets. Sound. Alright, better now. Test. I think it's better now. Alright. I hope you could still understand it. And that I don't have to repeat everything. Alright, SU-130 PM, also a recommendation from me for this one, because it is really fast, has good camouflage values, and it is much smaller than the Scorpion G. For that it doesn't have a fully rechargeable turret, but yeah, I think I like it a lot. It has good accuracy as well for 60 alpha, is really nice to have, and they are nice for camping a little bit, flanking around and stuff like that. If there are some people having sound issues and others are not, then maybe refresh the browser. Because the stream also just lagged out, so maybe just refresh the browser and that will be fixing it. Also hi to everyone who just joined in, nice to see you here. Astronomy asking rammer or calibrated for 907, that's totally up to you. There is no right or wrong about it. Start with a rammer. If you feel like you are constantly struggling to penetrate enemies, then maybe adjust your playstyle to move around the enemies, or you are really switching to calibrated shells. You may do both. STG, not a tank recommendation here, because the STG is not having a lot of armor, and it has a bit of armor. 400 alpha gun. Yeah, it's a little bit unspectacular in my opinion. Did it maybe get any special consumables as well? I don't know. It would be nice if I could just get it to the garage here to see it. CS52 Liz, tier 7 as you can see, kind of well armored, typical Russian medium. It's not Russian, but yeah, typical Russian medium playstyle. Good turret, bouncy hull sometimes in the right angles. It also has like 280 alpha damage or so. Nothing crazy about that one. Good tank though, good mobility as well. AMX 1357 light tank at tier 7, I believe. You don't want to have a light tank against a smasher. It's like a totally unbalanced tier, and for that I think you don't... Dave is still having sound issues. If the others are not having any sound issues, then Dave, you need to refresh YouTube. That sometimes happens. Well, don't buy this one. Type 62, also a light tank at tier 7. Kind of the same issue, but at least it's not an autoloader having some higher alpha damage. That's a bit easier to play, has been very strong in the past. Nowadays, it's not that great either anymore. And we also have 2 more tanks here. Low tier, tier 6, I believe. Yeah, object heavy tank. I have not even ever played this one. Cannot say much. But tier 6, I mean, tanks are mostly all the same. I expect a bit of turret armor. Otherwise, maybe decent gun. I already have not played it, so I cannot tell anything about it. And then there's also the Streetswagen. Nice accuracy, nice mobility. It's a medium tank. Was it an auto loader? Yeah. Yep, it's an auto loader with 3 shots of 160 damage each. Can be fun. It's not totally outstanding either. And I mean, it's tier 6. I doubt that there will be many people here applying tier 6 at all. I don't know, bro, saying calibrated because of base DPM. I think that's... The argument about the base DPM is good and therefore you don't need the rammer is nonsense in my opinion, honestly. Sorry, but that's how it is. It's not like you would want to compensate for bad DPM or enhance penetration just because you can. I mean, if you don't need to increase penetration, then there is not a reason for it. And if you are just trying to use rammer because, or trying to use calibrated because the base DPM is already good, then you are decreasing your DPM in contrast or compared to the others. Because then the other tanks are just having more DPM than if they are using rammer. So no, I would just go for it like this. Start with rammer. If you are struggling with the penetration, go over to calibrated shells, and it's totally up to you guys. If you are playing quite aggressively in front of the enemies and are not really able to relocate a lot, let's say players up to 60% win rate maybe, they mostly play against the enemies or even against heavy tanks and don't run away that often, then just go for calibrated shells if you feel like that is actually a benefit to you. But otherwise, just go for rammer. And I mean, everyone can play any tank with rammer. Almost every tank can be played with rammer, or should be played almost, I would say. I mean, I play almost all tanks with rammer. That's how I judge it. And if I feel like there is one tank that significantly lacks penetration values, then I might go over. Like among the medium tanks, I have all on rammer. For the heavies, there is a bit of a difference here, because the heavies I often play frontally against the enemies. I don't have the mobility to really relocate a lot. So for some tanks like this one, I will also switch over to calibrated shells. On the AMX, I did so as well. It's sad, it's up to you. Just experiment with it. But don't really compare based on what the basic value is. That doesn't make sense. Just go with, do you need calibrated shells on the heat, on the premium ammunition or not? A standard round doesn't really change much anyways. Also, just keep in mind, with the rammer discussion still, wait, where is it here? That a rammer has, calibrated shells has pretty low effect on AP or APCR, while it has very high effect on heat shells. So only if your premium ammunition is heat, then I would go for calibrated shells. Or if you want some extra HE penetration, because you're applying an Fe215B, for example. There the effect is also quite high. So let's go for Carro. For Carro, calibrated better than ventilation, not in my opinion. Because recently, I mean, I was also applying calibrated shells in the past, I think. Not sure. But the ventilation system got buffed now, some updates ago with the equipment changes. So it's pretty strong nowadays. And I don't need that extra bit of penetration against an E100 turret. I'm not facing an E100 turret all that often. I try not to. So let's start. Alus. I just talked about the tanks. If you want my Tiger on the 907 again, then just go back a little bit on the stream. Talked about all the stored tanks there. But yeah, to me it's worth it if you are familiar with some medium light tank playstyle. Okay, usually I'm fine here. I mean, that's why I usually just stay quite low here to aim for the right side, to not get shot from the front. Hi. Hello there. Oh, what? Okay. Okay. Nah, I'm reloading the third shell. Otherwise I have horrible DPM. Okay, nice. Okay, good. Oh, oh my gosh, close. Man, we have too many guys doing nothing on the right side here. Like, come on. Good. Vickers has the FV, I will already retreat and return to our spawn, where I expect the enemies to come from. Oh shit, this guy again. Nah, that was not great to take these shots here. Okay, let's move a bit away here. Oh, Vika's losing hit points. Nice. Always important to keep an eye on that reload. Sheridan will be coming again. Oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That's not good with the points now. Okay, well, I thought I needed to go for the Sheridan. So if I die or don't go in, I can kill him. If we die, then we lose. No! I should have just shot IG. Okay. Still a good game, I think. Unlucky. Oh man, the Evo really needed to just retreat a little bit. Stay alive. Hi, Hammers as well. Hi, David. Courage. Oh no, Courage. Courage. Have 907. Nice. And welcome to the channel, Kevin. Struggling with the Charfretier. Okay, let's go for a game for you on the Charfretier. Wasn't it also having some legendary camo? Okay, I don't have that. Wait, do I? Okay, I can only gamble for it. What the hell? Hey, Angel as well. Yeah, that one. Ah man, it was annoying that the Sheridan hit me like that. Otherwise, I could have been a lot more aggressive in the end. And also that I did not get the Sheridan earlier. Okay. And I'm high tier. Thing is, with tier 9, you're either one of 2 high tiers or you're one of 2 low tiers. Because so few people are applying tier 9. So you're all either totally OP or you are pretty bad. And not a lot of gun depression, that has to be mentioned here. But a nice accuracy. DPM is there. The hell is he doing? Oh my gosh, that was such a close shot. But why is he able to just stay there? Come on, teammates. Teammates need to get a bit more aggressive. Kind of waiting for some shots there or over there. Nice Maxwell. And especially against the tier 8s, I can just batter through all of them. Nice. I actually enjoy this tank a lot. Let's push those 2 guys out over there. I've got some teammate helping. And I can just push behind the elephant. But in the best case, I actually focus this one. Oh. Ouch. No, I think... Oh, nice. He's chopping down. Big mistake. Yeah, give me that HE. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can just go in now. Let's still hide here. Might be mastery. Ah, come on. Got him. Yep, I think that will be an M. Nice game. What provisions should I use on Badger? Standard provisions, like on every other tank. There is no special stuff about it. Same as this one. I mean, I always go for 10% crew, improve fuel, those are essential. And then for the last one, either you take the 3%, which I mostly am totally fine with, or you go for protective kits if you definitely feel like you need it. On some tanks you have really bad fuel tanks that are sitting in the front and are quite vulnerable. They I also might go for the protective kit, but unless I get set on fire constantly, I just don't mind about it. Of course, there is another consideration. If you're having a tank that has 2 special consumables, then you're only having 1 repair kit, then you might also think that it makes more sense to then go for the protective kit. Otherwise, of course, there are some other tanks that are having special provisions as well, like sandbag armor, increasing the hit points by 6%. The 3rd spot should be reserved to that. Or you could have, like, how's it called, a gunpowder, increasing your shell velocity. So 3rd spot kind of depends on the tank, but mostly I have this setup, unless there are special consumables or special provisions available. It was an ace, right? Yeah. Okay, 5k average now. Alright, let's go for the 907. Loyal dog, also just asking for it. Yeah, already onto it. Hi Jan, bought the Barask. Nice. And David asking what axe should you go for. Yeah, well, Carro or Object 907. Those are the options, right? Depends if you are having a rather slow play style that depends on trading against enemies frontally, then you should go for the Carro. If you are having a tank play style that's, let's say, on a slightly higher level already, and if you are fine with a tank that doesn't have that much armor, nor gun depression, nor high alpha damage, a bit more of a light tank playstyle, then the 907 might be the thing for you. I personally prefer the 907, but it's really rather a tank for the better players. So I can't really give you the one and only valid answer there. I really dislike when teammates are not going up here. It doesn't look good. They are on the low ground, enemies having much better positions. On top of that, I'm also having an AFK. I did not even hit. And now I have to 1v1 this freaking VZ55. Do I? Checking the minimap right now. I don't think, and the left side is lost. There's no chance of winning this game, honestly. Okay. Oh, he actually woke up. No chance of winning this game because team went down, enemies had the high ground, they had the caps available to them as well, and we could not hold the left side and we could not push forward. You cannot push on the A side because then you're beneath the enemies and they can easily just shoot down onto you. They're having much better armor there. And they can pick out the targets a lot easier than if you push up. Maybe I could have also moved over to the far left to camp there, support my teammates. But yeah, not much of a chance on this game. Hi Andy. Biggest bargain for you is the 3.5k for IMX. So much fun. Alright, I can also get to play it, of course. Hi JDM as well. On this game you could also see me struggle with not having armor, nor gun depression. It was not a great game for farming passively. That's when the 907 just excels. Oh, actually, I just forgot to look at the lineup. Just look at this. 4 TDs, 3 heavy tanks, which usually means that there should be someone spawning on top, right? Not entirely sure. But let's get more aggressive and try to spot here. Alright. Shooting the rear for the fuel tank. And I'd already set him on fire once. If I can set him on fire again, then he's going to be so dead. Maybe track as well. No. Ah, low roll. Nice. And some DD. TD just missed me from the corner. Great thing about the 907 is that you can keep the enemy spotted. If you are farming like this here, I just shoot them and I have the tracer shield, so the enemies will be spotted for 20 seconds. That's really, really strong. Yeah, this is a good time for me. Ah, failed the track shot. But what are the enemies supposed to do now? Okay, FE's out, nice. And in case I did not mention it yet, I mean I did mention it, but just not in the last seconds, I absolutely enjoy the reticle calibration that this one has. Having this nice accuracy is so enjoyable. So yeah, passive farming tank rather, with a bit of a hull down ability, but it doesn't have a lot of armor really, so yeah, take it with a grain of salt. There are much better armored Russian mediums like the T-22, T-62A. Yeah, armor is maybe similar to the KPZ on a turret, if not worse. It's worse actually. Still, I think 907 is a really strong tank. If played correctly. JD, I'm saying, I focus on clearing wounded enemies, so having a huge clip like Carro or Defender MK1 is helpful. Yes, indeed. For the start, of course, you cannot just go in aggressively because you're not having the DPM. You just shoot down the enemies a bit and then you can find out if there is someone low on hit points. So you decide to just go for them, kill them with a clip. That's just perfect for you then. Can you tell any tank that can easily shoot ammo racks? I have a competition about it. The bigger the gun, the better. Also, high caliber helps. First of all, the caliber, there is a 10 caliber rule. That means that the shell travels through the tank 10 times the diameter of the shell. So having a big gun helps because the shell will travel further through the tank and is therefore more likely to hit modules that are not necessarily to your side or to the side that is facing you of the enemy there. And apart from that, of course, a big gun means you're having more damage per shot, and each gun also has a dedicated module damage, which is kind of hidden. But like that, you are having pretty good chance of ammo wrecking someone if you are playing a big gun. Tanks that are having 400 alpha gun or 420 alpha gun and beneath have 0 chance of armor racking someone on the first shot, but like 20-30% chance of hitting an armor rack on a second shot then. When hitting the armor rack specifically. And just in case you didn't know, the armor rack is usually at the center of the tank beneath the turret, like the point of the turret rotation. Right beneath there in the hull somewhere there will be an armor rack, and then also some other locations which are usually the back of the turret somewhere, might be the left, might be the right, but usually the back of the turret. It's quite easy to remember. And sometimes some various other locations throughout the tank still. Depends. Sometimes like the hull to the side, but again, it's beneath the, if you're shooting the tank from the side, the center beneath the turret. If you're not running a competition, I mostly recommend just playing to shoot the fuel tank instead, because you are having a really low chance of exploding an ammo rack. So rather try to set someone on fire by shooting the rear of a tank. If the turret is in the front, then the fuel tank will be in the rear. If the turret is in the back, then the fuel tank will be in the front. So that's also quite easy to remember there. Not exactly the rear corner, but mostly like just a bit further to the front of the rear wheel. For a mouse, you know, it's a rear mounted turret, so the fuel tank sits right there in the front. For the VK, it's a bit more centered actually, but yeah. Okay, I don't really like crossing over here with a non-turreted tank. Let's maybe try a shot there. Maybe I can hit a blind shot. I did not get spotted. That's a good information for me, because it means there is no one. I'm safe to cross over unharmed here. Let's keep going. Hey, Gorilla as well. Nah. Oh, nice high roll. Beautiful RNG on this shot. But now I'm where I actually wanted to be, and that is a hull down position. Badger is like a heavy tank. You want to be in the front of the game. Just gotta make sure you have enough backup. Nah. I think I could potentially get even more aggressive. My teammate is calling to fall back. Why would he fall back? What about the hit points of the VK? He's full life, but just something. I will go forwards. I have the VK to cover me. I can get hull down in front of them there. And I have much better DPM. Okay, he actually pinned. Ah, you did not get spotted. Okay. Okay, the Yak will be reloaded soon, so let's fall back here. Good. And Yak apparently shot because he got spotted. Not entirely sure. Nah. Nice. Let's try to pick up the VK. Good. Ah. Alright. Yeah, the Badger is a tank that really depends on having enemies right to the front. If they are avoiding you too much, you're also going to have a bad game, because the mobility isn't that great. But if you manage to face enemies frontally and they are not running away, then you can really farm really big games, because it has such strong armor. Here, of course, there were some situations where I showed my lower ply because I got greedy a little bit. JDM is asking, is the budget still worth it if you already own the XM66F? Probably not so much, because the XM is very similar. XM has slightly less armor, but it's a lot faster. DPM is kind of similar. It has a slightly lower alpha damage of 420. The armor is worse definitely on the XM. But it's faster, having a turret, also the same gun depression. I usually prefer the XM. So depends if you really want something just a bit more punchy, a bit more armored and a lot slower. If that's fine for you, then you might have fun with the patcher. What other tanks are there? What should I go for next? Let's actually go for some low tier tanks as well. Maybe T55 first, because I did not play that one yet, and then for some tier 8s. Oh, only mediums on the lineup here. Let's go to the left. Don't need to be in the middle with everyone, and also I'm not having the greatest tank for playing Helltown. I mean, I don't have gun depression there. So let's see what I can do over here. Yep, Sheridan needs help. I already thought he exploded there. Okay, let's try to focus the batshit whenever possible. Oh, they're coming. Oh no, ready? Tch. Sheridan, come on. Open your eyes, please. Just need a shot. Nah. Missed chance. We could have just double tapped. Okay, nice. Let's actually go in there. Nice. Okay, we can be safe from those behind. Just a typical Russian style medium tank. Not a lot of gun depression. Okay, there we got a Cobra with the issue of only having heat. Could not penetrate my turret, my sights, my tracks there. Hey, I got a cap. Okay, he penned my cupola. Oh, let's run from the Mino. Oh my gosh, there's another one coming as well. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Thanks for absorbing the damage there. Oh. Doesn't look good, honestly. Especially with the batshit coming. Ah! I was already thinking whether I should turn around for the batshit a bit earlier. Unfortunately, the only super heavy just kind of camping here the whole game and being out of the fight where everyone could avoid him. Okay, it was still an acceptable game. Gorilla saying he hates this tank. It's not bad, that's pretty good actually. Some Burask. This one is also very nice. As said already earlier, one of the best tier 8 tanks out there. Wait, I wanted to check so if I already have the other medium there, I think. No, this is a T55. Zenlac, do I have that one? No. Oh, let's just buy it. I think I'm only missing 2 tanks, right? Yeah. The others I do have. Not sure about that one. Yeah. Just 2k. And that one I should have as well, yes. Good. Which tanks are worth it the most in Black Friday offers? Oh man, I cannot just give a generalized answer on that one. Because it really depends on what you personally like. The tanks on offer at tier 10 are all great, but they depend on the playstyle. For the general player, maybe the Badger and the Carro will be better deals. But which one is really better, I cannot say. I cannot judge which one you're going to like more, because they are very different. What is this Maniac actually doing, this mate? Look at him, he's just going to throw away the game, or trying to. GG. Let me get back. Just try to support a little bit. But yeah. This mate honestly just tried his best to lose the game. Doesn't mean that it's over yet. Can we maybe kill the right side? I think I will move over there. No. Oh no. Sure, the track shot might be helpful to my teammate, but that's not really what I wanted to go for. Should I run? I think yes. Oh, dude. Unlucky. Okay, we're still looking pretty good here in our positions. We can kill the SU. I wonder why he's not dead yet. Taking forever there. And the Raven Helsing should also be dead very soon. The others are quite low on hit points already. Nice. And I've gotten my teammates to the side, so I'm fine here. I mean, if the enemies pushed me in this position, they would just be dead. Long reload time. Actually, I'm not that confident in having support anymore. Oh no. Let's try to kill the defender. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario now. Trying to find a defender right now. But yeah, I noticed that my teammate over there was just running away. The other one's also low. So I did not want to stay in that spot. Oh no. Nice RNG. Are we all one shots? Let's reload again. Oh, it's on D, okay. I am not sure if he's a one-shot or a two-shot potentially. AMX, I mean. Oh no, I'm alone. Oh, come on. No! Yeah, rip. Man, this could have been a win. First I don't hit that damn defender and then a famous shots on the AMX. This should have been a win. Luckers. Yeah, that was obviously also not going to be a win in the end anymore. With that one VK just standing around there. Alright, what did I just purchase there? Tier 8 medium. This one. Ah, there's improved suspension. Interesting. Okay. I've only played it on test and maybe on a press account as well. So I don't know if I went for the right choice there. Okay, no special stuff here. Let's go for some less HE. And a camo still. Let's go down there. Wonky as a techno in the background. You know, the other song is fine, I guess, for the average viewer. But I cannot play too much of such music. Okay, mobility is... I mean, the acceleration that I noticed already is worse than I remembered. Still, I can just play my standard game, go for the bridge. Accuracy, you can see, it's pretty nice actually. Just kind of low dispersion even on the move. 380 alpha gun, just to remember you again. Oh. And 380 at this tier is pretty high. I'm not 100% sure about my turret armor anymore, how good it actually is. Oh, nice. Kind of a tricky situation with enemies all around me. I'm having great position, but it requires full attention to not end up getting shot from behind. Nice. I enjoy the accuracy. Mobility is also just fine. No, not having gun depression there. Nice. Let's go. No. Okay, he's also dead already. No. Can I get him? Maybe. Yes. Actually, it's better than I remembered it to be. And I think it's also quite noob friendly, as you are having this nice high alpha accuracy and also decent armor. I think I will maybe take a look at the armor profile again. KPZ PR 68. Armor inspector. We are having tier 8 medium. German nation. There it is. Let's not shoot with a tier 10. Yeah, let's go for the same. Okay, so you're having decent turret armor. 9 degrees of gun depression, actually, that's pretty good. Hull armor is non-existent. I thought there was more. But hey, at least you're having turret armor. Somewhat. Not reliable, but it's there. Okay. Will we get any free thing on Christmas? Well, you mean from me? From our gaming? Usually there is some free stuff. There is a big snow globe event. As always. Where there are very good deals on the auction. And also, you can usually get one snow globe for free, which is one tier, I don't know, one tank. Could be any tank. And snow globes are usually really good there with a tank choice, tank selection. What else are we supposed to play here? Maybe. I just bought another one still. Not showing here anymore. Tier 7. Yeah. What was it? First of all, light tank. IMX and Type 62. Okay, this camo looks awful. Anyways, let's go for it. Still need to adjust my equipment here. Anything new there? No. Oh, no HE. I don't know what's needed here. Still on the fence about getting PZPR68. What an awful name, by the way. But I already own the Camera, so I don't know. I mean, Camera is also hull down medium tank with a high alpha gun. I think the PZ is probably... I would probably enjoy it more than the Camera because of the accuracy and just... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Both are quite slow and I would not want to play both of them. Like if I was to play one or the other and could just switch around, then I wouldn't really want to go for those two all the time because I would just play something else then for an entirely different playstyle again. Hey, AMP. Yeah, lower alpha but faster reload and better accuracy basically than Camera. Can be nice for sure. Okay, that's actually not a great situation for me here. How many shots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. Oh. My teammate is getting aggressive and now getting killed because he YOLO'd in. Well... 96. Okay, it's actually fun. Yeah, we will lose the top, that's for sure. So let's make sure we kill the bottom quickly. Machine gun. Brett. Oh, actually, the clip reload is also pretty fast. Oh, turn. Okay. By the way, notice how I'm just not trying to play frontally against enemies here. I did not want to stay on top even. We had a tank disadvantage for one, and also I wanted to make sure that I could just shoot some heavy tanks into the sides, into the rear. That would be a lot easier. For clipper tanks, you are usually trying to find the side of someone. Where's the one coming out that was on B? I don't want to go in alone. No. Oh, that's nice. Without that shot of my teammate, I would have really struggled to pick up the kill here. Thanks for the support, as you. Clip reload and mobile, yeah, double tap the ammunition that you are already using. Traverse felt a bit slow. Maybe ventilation system is absolutely fine there. Okay, type. Any changes there? No. Do I have the legendary camo? Psst, the hell. I don't, okay. So we are having 3 mats versus 2 on our side. So I can play this side quite aggressively if my teammates allow me to. No, I need to spot, man. CS52 after, yes. Let's really play aggressively here, because I do notice that we are having a tank advantage on this flank. So in the best case, I could have spotted some medium tanks as they were running away. At tier 10, that would definitely work. Okay. Weirdos. Why are they there? Okay, nice shot. Nice. Oh, beautiful. The accuracy is lovely on this one. Also mobility. Don't focus me. Okay, teammate getting focused. Calling for help. Yeah, I got you, bro. Nice. 375 max shot. That's good. And only 4.9 seconds reload time. Oh, Duckman. Thank you. There was no notification here. And hello. Okay, I can stay safe from the guy on the left side, I hope. Can he stay safe from me? Nah, almost. Oh. Okay, he has Paul liner, so I will just shoot AP there. Nice. Let's go. Maybe we can just jump over. Nice. Actually pretty high gain. And let's see. Maybe actually mastery. Oh, maybe low. Maybe too low. I don't know what the mastery bar at low tier is. Okay, 3.3 is enough. Good. On to CS 52. Was it tier 8? Yes. Didn't I play it already? No. What else do I need? Bit of HE. Oh, it has a lot of ammunition. No special consumables. Let's go for that one. Got a couple of certificates for all camos. I mean, for camos for all tanks. Let's go. T7 so annoying. I own Annihilator and Smasher by Assault, but they are so not fun to play in my opinion. But annoying to fight. Yes, indeed. That's really the thing about low tier. You have a lot of OP pray to win. Pray to win. That also fits quite well. Pay to win tanks. Okay, mobility is meh. Accuracy meh. Okay. And I don't know if I want to play aggressively. I'm having 8.6 seconds reload time, so I expect some high alpha again. Oh, yeah, sure. Dude is getting greedy and not getting punished for that. Always love that. We don't have that much backup because we have a lot of tanks flanking around, which are completely useless on base A, because the enemies are all here, which could have already been seen at the start because of the lineup. Enemies have not a single heavy tank, so there is no reason to go for the heavy side. Okay, I'll just try to pretend to look away. I cannot say that I like this tank with this mobility. Also, I think the DPM isn't great. Just judging by the feel of it. Kill him? Yes, thank you. The gun is accurate. No, actually, it's not that accurate. But it does its job somehow. But I'm not enjoying this kind of playstyle. I want some DPM, some mobility, something to make me happy. Okay, Senlac is also still missing, yes. Oh, I can just get back. CS is a nice tank, Darkman says. Like a Chimera of tier 7? So play like that. Did I not? I was just out trading the enemies. I was a little bit stuck there in front of the enemies, as they were quite aggressive and my teammates were not really there. I mean, I could have decided to just adjust my position to something more passive. But it would have probably not really helped here for this situation. Damage per shot 290. Yeah, that's good at this tier. Damage per minute 2023. Let's just compare that with something like this one. DPM 2537. That's a big difference. But it also has 80 damage per shot less. Any other high alpha mediums here at this tier? Mutants. Let me quickly see if there's anything that I couldn't compare with. Maybe the tech tree version. Not going to play, but I just want to know what the DPM is here. To 1990, even lower. 290 damage. Has higher alpha damage actually. But it looks much worse. What is this thing? Okay, Senlak. That was tier 8, right? Yeah. Also a tank that I only played on press account so far, so I have some games with it already. Or one, I believe. Not a lot. Camo. Where's my free camo? There it is. Yes, okay. Which are the meta tanks in tier 10 right now? Luckily, we are not really having the meta tank. I recently published a video about the top 10 or top 3 tanks to play, top 10 free tanks. 2 of each class, basically. So you might want to look into that. What are the best ones? I mean, AMX M4 is played a lot in tournaments. T95 E6. Chieftain. What else are we having? Help me out. Vickers 2100 LT, that mostly. Okay, nice start. Oh, Smasher. Oh, mate, you were doing something that you should not be doing. Going into the middle, taking low ground early on. That's not healthy. It would be a shame if we could not kill this flank now. I can pick up the T-54 from behind, probably. Gotta make sure that I also move away from that Smasher, maybe. For now, he's not really paying attention. Maybe I can just push him. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'm having a nice opportunity here. T-28 Defender also needs my help as he's on a long clip reload now. Good. I could also push the right side now. Doesn't really matter what I do, honestly. Oh, whoa. Okay. .215B as well. Yeah, it's not played a lot, but it's definitely up there as well. Among the strong tanks. You can see that I'm having nice mobility, nice DPM. Traverse speed isn't that great for a light tank. Is it even a light tank or is it a medium? I think it's a light. It can be fun, yeah. It's not really that outstanding though. Especially since you're already having that light tank at tier 8 of the British nation tech tree FV301. And also I need to swap out the camo here. I got that yesterday. I mean, I just had a certificate for that. So I just need to install it right now before I forget about it. Fancy. Okay. HWK is also there. Oh, that's also a lovely light tank here, tier 8. But I was talking about this one, FE301. I think that's better than the other one, than the FE106 Zenlac. Oh. David asking, do I platoon with viewers? Not really, to be honest. I mostly enjoy my solo gameplay more. Sometimes, admittedly very rarely, I do some platoon with viewer stream. But yeah, not on a regular basis, it takes too long. Should I use refined or aiming time on Leo? On every tank at this point, you should use a refined gun. Absolutely everyone. That's why you can see me just switch over here whenever I see a tank that doesn't have it yet. Because in the past, it was better to play with a vertical stabilizer, as it had 15% accuracy on the move, while refined gun gave you 10% accuracy only on the move and while standing. Just keep that in mind. This one is only on the move, this one is while standing and while moving. But now we're getting 12% accuracy versus 15%, I mean 12% on the move versus 15% on the move and while standing. So 15% definitely is better there. Okay, you might say here 12% to accuracy during tank and turret movement. That actually includes the traverse and the traverse movement and going forwards. Yeah. I've already done some testing because the definition is a little bit wonky here. We are having plus 12% to accuracy, and here it is at minus 15% to dispersion. It sounds like something very different, right? But dispersion and accuracy are effectively the same thing. And I was even going into a training room and recording footage and just seeing the footage side by side then, and a refined gun is just simply better on everything. There is not any reason to play stabilizer anymore. Although I know a lot of people still do so, even top players. But that's, in my opinion, that's just due to lack of knowledge about the matter and just not really interest in looking into it. Of course, you can play well with almost any equipment setup. It doesn't really matter that much in the end. But for this one, there is really a right or wrong choice. Okay, are we done with tier 8 and 7 already? No, I think one tank is missing there. That's a defender that I'm thinking of right now. What? British, okay. Defender is not Blitz Nation. Also, in the past, improved modules have been better. But that also changed some updates ago with the equipment changes. So I'm always on defense system now, because I want the module protection and crew protection there. This one only gives ramming protection, and I do not intend to ram anyone. If you are ramming someone, you're mostly moving into the open, moving yourself into a bad position. That can only be done if you are really late in the game, if it's coming to an end, and then your own hit points don't matter anymore. Okay, let's just saying acceleration and gun handling being bad. On the Chargeur? No. It's not the most accurate ever, but it's pretty accurate. And also pretty fast. Oh. By the way, I love that sound of these defender tanks. This humming. I don't know how well you can hear that right now with the music playing as well. I am not happy about this. We're having very little information for now. Nah. Okay, dudes. Ouch. Hoped I could avoid that. But anyways, it was actually fine. I mean, I took one shot of 500 just for shooting down the enemy to a one shot. And my email is also pressuring, so I can have some crossfire here now. Come on. Oh my gosh, I need to run away. I thought my teammates could help hold up a bit longer there. Run. Okay, reload. But now I'm actually in a situation that I did not really want to be in, of not being able to kill the city yet, or not really able to push forwards. Wait, we got B? No way, we get base B as well. We get base A, B, C. What the heck are the enemies doing? Not much, right? I think I can move in again. Let's reload. Maybe push right. Yeah. Electric lawnmower sounds. You might say it that way. Ouch. That's been a lot of damage. $900 points, by the way. Not sure if I'm having time for another reload. VZ114 tier 9 heavy, yeah, and also the email. No. Oh my gosh, I'm too late. High astronomy. Nguyen Sun Lee still saying, would you say Foch and S-Kong? And they are also both very strong. Honestly, there are so many strong tanks at the moment at tier 10. It's hard to say, like, there would be one really outstanding. It depends on the purpose. And also on your player level. Like, for the average player, the Super Conqueror will be great. It will be amazing. For me personally, it's really bad. Because I need better mobility in order to make it work. I hate that tank. Clear the city, not kill. Kill the tanks in the city. Was a bit long to say. Yes, confusion. So, let's go for the tier 8 first, the email. Oh, which nation? Could be any nation. European, I think. Yes. Swedish. Also here I still need to change it. Oh, actually, I've even done a tank review about the email 1951 long time ago. One of my first ones. I mean, I generally don't have a lot of tank reviews. Usually I nowadays only do those for higher tier tanks. Or very special tanks. For tier 10 tanks, I think I want to do one for every tank that is being released. But mostly it only makes sense to release them, or to just only put them out on the tank release. There's not that much interest in them otherwise. Especially for my channel, I'd rather focus on guides for now, not a tank reviews. Because tank reviews are not necessarily valid anymore at some point, or accurate, because tanks get rebalanced once a year, especially at tier 10. Meh. Nice. Okay, team is going in. Let's try to support here. But I also don't want to go full YOLO, because I don't want to die, and I have a clipper tank, so I need to reload my clip in safety again. I also hate one of the best TD in tier 10. 183? No, the 268. You mean, of course. Nah. Back up. Still there. Okay, I was just about to go for the reload. 704 is trying to die there, so let's... Nice, get the kill. Luckily no low roll. Seems like we're fine. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm not doing much here, just standing around and clipping. You can see the mobility is kind of okay-ish. Better than the email one for sure. No. T-guys, I love tank guys. Still watch Armor Pants, little outdated one, lots of evergreen. Yeah, Armor Pants. I was only a couple of days ago, someone was talking about some guides of Armored Pants. I realized, I have not known him before, I realized he did not do any content for 3 years already. When it comes to the recommendations about where to go, questionable. He's not a high level player either. I mean, for a streamer or a YouTube content creator in general, you need mostly one skill, and that is a presenting skill. It's not about your player's level. It's about, I mean, what makes us believe some people, first of all, they sound like they were having an idea of what they are talking about. Second, if they look good, we assume they know more. And third, then maybe if they are actually saying something accurate, it's usually in the last place, I would say. But yeah, if you're having a good knowledge about something you're talking about, of course, then people are also listening more. But it's usually not the people who get to the most, to the biggest audiences. And that being said, not to criticize Armored Pants in general or personally, but that applies to many YouTubers. The main skill is presenting, talking, and not the game knowledge. And yeah, I was seeing like he was also having like Armored Pants 55% win rate. It's over average, but it's not reliable information. So next one is the tier 9 WZ heavy tank over there. Any changes? Okay, I'm playing calibrated shells here. Just important, always on some tanks you have to check if there's anything special about the provisions here. Sandbag armor is there. Also no special equipment on this one. But we have a special consumable, reactive armor. And let's also get rid of the Dr. Disrespect camo. Since he isn't really the person to wear around on camo anymore. Oh, I do have... Ah, okay. Do have another one there. Let's go. Is the Carro even worth it since the big nerf? It did not get nerfed in my opinion. I mean, it lost some DPM and maybe I was also expecting it to be a nerf, but it also got more accurate and better mobility as far as I know. It feels pretty good now as well. Alright, you can see I'm a big chunky heavy. I'm having 2420 hit points, which is basically tier 10. A big gun, and I should have maybe just played for the left side, would have been easier for me. But enemies all going left. I mean, I can maybe shoot TP. I'm in a bad position here, honestly. I shouldn't have gone here. But let's go forwards and try to push the medium out. He might have backup of some other medium. No, the other medium is over there. Come on, come on, come on. No! Dude. But I want to get aggro here. I want to do something. We can kill this one. He's alone. Okay, there's more. Okay, next one's also coming. I can still pick up the kill or not. Okay, he's running, so let's cut off the way here. Good. Back to the middle. Let's maybe stay closer to the outer side here so I can maybe drop down in case I get pushed onto. Doesn't seem to be the case though. Oh. Nice. Does it not have 480 alpha? I did not roll above 480 even, I think. So maybe the alpha is actually a bit lower than that. That's oh. Okay. I noticed they were coming. I needed to get into a hull down position again. Like this I'm fine, I'm having some backup here. If they are pushing me, they are doing something bad. I mean, bad for them. Okay, someone's trying. Are they both trying? Reactive armor for the win. Okay, TP's not coming. But why am I not getting any help with this guy? It would be so easy for my teammates to kill him. No! Aw, man. Okay, the medium is out. Nice. Yeah, I guess I cannot YOLO in anymore. Do I need to be worried about losing this? Wait, where's my teammate? Over there, okay. Come on. Turn, no. Yeah, it's not fast. You need to be fine with playing a slow tank. Still, I would say it's pretty strong. Unlike Pontoufli said on his review, because he did not ever play this tank and still dared to give an opinion about it. He did not know it had sandbag armor, nor reactive armor. Still reviewed it. But yeah, it actually has pretty high alpha gun, has a lot of hit points, that's the main thing. A lot of hit points, decent armor. What's the alpha now? Okay, it's not as high as I thought. What's the average? 470, okay. No, I thought 480. So still pretty good. Hey, Benjamin. 01 also asking about Streetswagen K, 268V4. Streetswagen is one of the most useless tier 10 tanks at the moment. 268V4 is pretty good for noobs. Otherwise, I cannot recommend it. I mean, the thing about it is that you are having really strong armor when facing the enemies frontally, and a lot of bad players will struggle to penetrate it. Just if you are not doing anything. And therefore you are having a higher chance of winning already. But it's not great. It has a rear-mounted gun, it has no reliable armor. It cannot play hull down or so, it cannot side scrape either. Has no great damage output. Its main strength is the armor that only works against noobs. That's the thing about it. Maybe good enough. Did I actually play all the tanks? Ah, shop crashed again, okay. Wait. No, for tier 10 I applied all of them already. Anything I did not play yet? Guys, help me out. Maybe I need to restart the game again. And quickly get some more water. And Josie, hey, entertaining to see me play low tier tanks. Do you think that's better? Why so? Ah, yeah, there was another question about VKs, right? Wait, I think the question was which VK is better. Yeah, which TX VK is better. The VK90 has much more reliable armor. VK72 has a very different playstyle, so it's still interesting. Because it has a big gun, tungsten rounds as well. But the VK90 is the reliable choice. So what are we having here? Wait, where are the tank offers? No, too far. I did not play the Cobra yet. I did not play the Type 57, nor the STG, nor the SU-130PM. Nor the Tier 6. So Streetswagen. There was a weird heavy tank that I already bought. SU-130PM, STG, okay. I will quickly need some more water. They saying, don't think Carro got more accurate? Let's check that. I don't want to tell you any BS, so let's look it up. I have pinned the messages still on the news channel. Let's see. Carro. So the reload time on the last shell remained the same. Oh, it got a DPM. No, it's a nerf from 6.23. Yeah, it got nerfed on the DPM here on the second and third shell. It's probably awfully small for you, right? Anyways, second and third shell got nerfed. Penetration of the gold shells got slightly nerfed as well. Gun turn limit. It lost 1 degree of gun depression. It got 50 hit points extra. It got... Okay, so the accuracy stayed exactly the same. I was incorrect about it. But what it got is gunpowder provision, which is useless on this tank. It got gear oil provision, which I think is really nice because it makes it faster. So some extra mobility for some worse DPM isn't a great deal, and also less gun depression, but 50 hit points more. It's also impacted then by the equipment that grants you 4% of the extra hit points. It's kind of maybe nerf, maybe buff. Hard to say. To be honest, it feels a little bit better to me with the mobility. But others might struggle more with it now. So, Cobra. Oh, so let me just quickly look at the projectile. Shot dispersion. Okay, that got buffed actually, and the combat stabilization. I already felt like it. It felt a lot more accurate, but on the Cobra I was wrong. So data is better than just estimation. Also more hit points. Yeah, actually the projector feels a lot better now. Or I don't know, it doesn't feel huge, or it doesn't feel insane, right? But still, I enjoy the accuracy that it has now, which was always a problem on this tank. So, worth going for a stream on that one as well. So, Cobra. I was already saying it's my least favorite on the list here. I'm playing with calibrated shells on this one because calibrated shells has a big impact on hash and heat. And we are having both of those. Apart from that, standard equipment. Everything else is standard as well. Let's go. Carro needs a better gun, that's all. Oh, it's okay right now. It's not bad at all. David asking for 1-to-1 Now I will stick to the tanks here on the list of the Black Friday sales for today, because otherwise I'm not going to get to play all of them. It's already getting quite late. .4 seconds reload time for 400 alpha damage, by the way. To me, it feels awfully long. I don't know, the DPM is actually not bad. GG V4. RIP. Lucky, I guess. Meh. Yeah, you need a passive playstyle like this one on this tank, but you can also immediately see not a lot of armor here. That was AP through my turret. The main problem is, whenever you are facing some tier 10 tanks, especially the heavy tanks, and you're only having heat with a low penetration. Meh, okay. Nice. I need to fight them. Because my teammates are dying left, right and center already. Okay. Oh, failed hash. That's good. Gotcha. How are things here? I think it's alright again. Oh. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this game it works out. Somehow this tank usually works out, although I really don't like it. Oh, okay. I thought I could splash some damage there. But yeah, here I was not facing any armored tanks. And you can already see I'm not having great mobility. So whenever there is an IS-7 hull down in front of you, you cannot penetrate the front at all. You cannot, I think you can often not even penetrate the lower pliers depending on the angle. And you still struggle a lot on the sides because it has space armor to the sides. Same on T110E5. You hit the tracks all the time and you cannot penetrate there. Because of heat. Damn it. Hash, of course, doesn't work to the sides of an I7 or E5 either. Because the penetration values on the hash are not great at all. 210 maximum. It's not a lot. Yeah. So you can only shoot the enemies, heavy tanks at tier 10 from behind, basically. And you're having really bad mobility. That's just not working along with each other too well. Cobra got buffed after IS-7 lower plate nerf. Ah, yeah, that's true, actually. Fearless, I was going for coffee and I saw my alcoholic friend there. Ah, that's right, you're drunk now, okay. Watching a drunk feels weird. Oh, okay. Did you already review 907? Yeah, that was the first one. I might get back to playing it again once I have finished the whole list. But for that we still have a couple more tanks to play. STG. Does it have special camo actually? Yes. Oh, that looks quite nice. Let's buy it. No, I should not buy it because I will get some certificate in some event or so. I know it already. And I have way too many of them. Just not for this time yet. But at some point I'm going to get it, I'm sure. And I'm not playing this tank much anyways. So I'll just hate myself if I already spend it there yet. When will you do tier 9 KPZ? It's not a Black Friday tank. KPZ 70. I do enjoy it though. Okay, there's something. Also an STG. You can already see it does not have a lot of armor. And it has this weird rear mounted turret as well. But hey, I'm hull down. I think they also buffed it a little bit. Turret doesn't look too bad here when seeing it like this. Let's move forwards and try to kill him. Okay. Turret was kind of red. Not bad. Okay, okay. Let's go in. Get some teammate with me. Also, we really have to pick up some kills, yeah. Still surviving? No. Okay. My browser just crashed, right? No, it didn't. Huh? Okay. Browser window just minimized itself. I don't know why. Ah, no, something else happened. Someone posted on a Discord channel that I still had open. It looked weird. No, the browser window is actually gone. I'm confused. I am hella confused what's happening. I just don't see what's on my screen right now. I just notice some stuff is happening there. And I should not have rammed myself to a one-shot potentially. Okay. Guess I'm fine. And if I stay close, you should also struggle to pen me. Yep, indeed. Okay. All right, 3K. Not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, it's playable, but it's just, it doesn't catch me. Also, you're having some other tier 8 tanks that are probably cheaper and having high alpha guns, like this one. What else do we have here? We have some Chinese, right? And this one also has 400 alpha damage. And there is a tech-tree version of that one as well. This one. I think, yeah. I'm a great fan of it. Or have been when grinding. Okay. What other tanks? There was something still at T8. SU 130 PM. Which is America? No. Is it Russian? Yes. Soviet tank, okay. Any other changes here? No. Type 57, yes, that's well, thank you. KP that again. Yeah, I might get to it again. Oh, then I'm almost done actually. Yeah, you can immediately see mobility is quite nice. Lack of a fully traversable turret may be disappointing. That's different on the Scorpion G, but the Scorpion is a lot larger than this one. And can get HE'd a lot easier. You could see the Scorpion on last game. And this tank I wouldn't be able to HE frontally that easily. Only the turret. Which is really quite small. And from the side it also works. I was just going to sit here and do nothing. Oh. Okay. Maybe I should also help in the city, because it looks like we have a better chance of winning the city than the high ground. I mean, I'm not having any armor. Carro. Gotcha. Nice. 3 already. 7 kills incoming. That would be tricky. Oh no. Yeah, I can trade with him. If I have to. Does he have a gap there? No. Go. I want to support him. No. And someone else got a kill as well. Why are they not moving? Pussy. Move. Anyways, I'm fine. Oh, hello? Sad that the other teammate also killed one. I could have had a chance of 7 kills here. Oh, perfect. If I am not getting circled, of course. Bruh. But yeah, I do enjoy this tank a lot. One of the better tier 8s for sure as well. I think this one and the BC Borast might be my 2 favorite tier 8s. It's kind of similar to the Griller, but better actually, because it has much better armor. I mean, you usually don't get any ricochets off the front if you are looking at the enemies in a flat angle, but if you are wriggling around, if they are shooting you from an angle like this, they might bounce the frontal part there. Happens quite often. Sides, of course, can get HE'd, and there is no spawn liner. Also, the turret can get HE'd. But again, it's just the front, not just the turret and not the whole front that can get HE'd then. Type. Japanese? Yes. The mech tank. Oh, also, I forgot something. Actually has sandbag armor as well. Reverse speed on Carro with double gear oil. Oh, I don't know. But I wouldn't go for double gear oil, just go for the standard speed boost, the fuel, how's it called? Engine fuel and the gear oil, not a cheap one. Did you apply pattern 59? Ah, you're asking Cadastra. Not a Black Friday tank either. So I'm having 2000 hit points as well, almost. Look at this. Just the same as the Conqueror, almost. Okay, looks like no one's here. My teammate didn't spot anything, so I'll just immediately adjust my position. Okay, I don't want to run into the TD spot there, so let's sneak up here. Because like this, I can approach them high down. Dude, what the hell is he doing? Wow. Yep. Nice. Yeah, you get to see the good accuracy, and I did not even use the reticle calibration yet. Here I'm going for it. High alpha, nice accuracy. That's also kind of unique. I don't know, do we have anything like that at tier 10? No, right? Nice, although not a great trade. Yeah, good. But I don't know, somehow there's not really anything happening for now. We're not losing the right side though, right? Good. Yeah, in reverse side scrape, I mean, he should be struggling to pen me at least. Also, it's a hash gun, so... Oh, hello there. Okay. Penned my turret, straight to the front. Okay, nice. Was it T-49 shooting me earlier? Actually, I like this position because you can play hard on quite well here. But right now it's not that useful anymore. Oh, please. Come on. Turn. High roll, please. Nice. Now it's a question whether we can kill the other side. Oh my gosh, lovely. 566. Good. This leaves us with the camping heavy tank and also the Ferdinand. Who was around there, might be moving up to B. No way, they're giving base A. But yeah, we have 830 points. We have the C cap. Definitely they are going to win by taking base A now. And B as well. I mean, both of those are just not helpful. Come at me. And this one has a rather slow playstyle, but still very enjoyable in my opinion. Nice. I mean, just big alpha gun, decent armor, and on top of that you're also having... what's I about to say? I mean, reticle calibration. That's... I love it. Come on. Points. No! Maybe that shot just Kind of just missed my ace there. Maybe I still get one. I used to play with this tank because it looked cool. That as well. Ace. Yes. Let me just check the alpha damage again. 430, yes. Yeah, pretty good. So we're almost done with our list, right? Should I even play the tier 6 tanks, or do you not care at all? All others are played. Oh, let's still play the Streetswagen. Tier 6 Streetswagen. It was released before the... Wait. It's Swedish? But it's not European? Ah, okay. Let me actually tell Wargaming about it. Oh, it's not even fully equipped. I got it for a long time already. Okay. Let's go. And then there would be only one tank left. That's the object, also tier 6, I believe. So let's maybe just play those two still, and then I will maybe come to an end. Not really a fun tank. Streetswagen. Oh, I think the Streetswagen is actually not bad. But if I take that long here in the queue, I mean, tier 6, yeah. Probably everyone in the queue here, tier 6 is beneath 5k games, so I don't get in there. Juan. Are these deals good? Depends on what you want. I think those are cheap deals, yes. But if you like the tanks, for that you will maybe have to look at the early parts of the stream where I just summed up every tank, or then jump over to the moment where I played every tank. Every tank has one game at this point already, but they are cheap. Yeah, of course there is the auction, which also offers for some cheap deals as well, if you're not happy with the selection here. Okay, this helped actually. You know what I did? I was just spotting above the wall here. Therefore I could just keep my shots. Okay, I don't like being in the open like this. That's not good. But the autoloader gun is pretty good. No, 24. No roll, unfortunately. Can we kill this flank? Ah, no. Okay, also nice intra-clip reload time here. But it's tier 6 pom-pom guns. Okay, through the gun mantlet. Magnus. No. a reload. No, actually, it's not bad at all. The auto loader is nice. Ah, Magnus is that Tok tank, right? No, it's not, okay. It's a KV1. Oh, no, it's M6 basically. M6 version. Season tank. M6. Oh no. Please not low roll. Ah, that low roll. No. F. I still did my part. Now we have one last tank here. I believe it's also tier 6 and a heavy tank, the one that I bought still, which is this one. Okay, something like that. Special provisions, probably not. Come on. All right. Maybe I should just quickly take a look here. Alpha damage 200. Okay, that's low. I don't really expect anything special from this tank now. Ah, a clip is a tier 9 Calestra meant the mystery box tank. It's really good. Yeah, that's true. But I've not played it. Have I tested it on a press account? Oh, it's quite well armored, that I know. But I was not that interested in doing a video about it. Although, talking about video, yesterday I was still quite frustrated because no one was watching the review about the 116. At some time, it somehow still picked up for no reason. People did not click the thumbnail or so. People barely watched anything. I mean, 25% on average watched of the whole video, which is really low. And still, for no reason, people suddenly found it. Now it's at 900 views almost. I mean, if 900 people are watching it to some degree at least, then, then I'm happy. Then it's not awfully low and it looks like my effort was kind of worth it. Yeah. Game, please. By the way, you usually don't really have an idea what it means. 25% viewed of a video. Usually it's like 30-40%. That's typical. So most people actually turn off straight away. And then you can see the graph, like people just constantly turning off. This is what I see on YouTube here. Like, this is how many people are watching. 20% almost are just switching off in the first seconds already. And then they just slowly leave whenever they feel like, okay, there's nothing interesting anymore. And I can also see like, okay, here, apparently I was talking for a bit too long. Was not interesting to the viewers. And then comes a live gameplay where people are interested again. Yeah, there I was talking about competition of tanks, other tank comparisons, like AMX IS-7 60p. And guess what I earned with it? €1.30. Big amounts here you get from ad revenue. Alias didn't know. Okay, thanks for your honesty. But I can fully understand it. I also often just don't watch whole videos or just put them to 1.2 on the speed. Also, depends on who I'm watching, if the video is well made, if it's somewhat interesting at all. Okay, that was lucky. When seeing the size of the reticle, I'm pretty sure that I'm not having great dispersion or accuracy. Not having great gun depression either. No. 200 alpha damage kind of makes up for it, I guess. Alright. Looks like my turret has some decent armor at least. Even spamming HE. But the lack of gun depression is kind of frustrating. Oh, no. Should have aimed. Thought I could just go for a snapshot. To be honest, I was a little bit surprised that he was even looking at me. Did not expect this. Nice bounce. He just shoots HE. He could shoot my cupola easily. I mean, not easily, but he can shoot my cupola definitely. Man, I hope we're not losing on points. Might very well be still. I think we're losing on points. Yep. We are not going to win this anymore. Man, we get so many more tanks. 4 versus 2 and we're losing on points because enemies were allowed to take A, B and C. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You got an impression of it. I don't like it. But I don't like tier 6 tanks in general because they're all pretty much the same. All having low alpha guns of 160 to 200 damage per shot. Very few autoloaders. They are sometimes having a bit of turret armor, but mostly they are just not having armor at all. So people play a lot of tier 6, of course. But I don't know if people playing tier 6 even watch my videos or my streams. So, I think I'm done with the list. Hey, Darkman being one of the few who's actually watching whole video. That's nice. Tank is not obtainable. Yes, of course. That's also the case. Ali is also saying it. Yeah, sure, if you cannot get the tank, then there is not that much of a reason. But of course, you're also, on the other hand, you're watching streams of tanks that you would never buy, potentially. Or if I did an IE phase 1 stream, I think people would still be watching. Yeah, maybe it's a bit different there. Because it's not that much about what I actually do on stream. To some degree, sure, I could not just sit here and talk about... I could talk about whatever, as long as it's somewhat interesting. But it's not a guide. KP68, KPZ68 again. Okay, let's go for a final game on that one then. Object 244, one of the most OP tier 6. Really? To be honest, the turret seemed quite durable. Most other tier 6 tanks don't have that. JDM saying, I like watching new tank reviews to learn how to fight against them. Yeah, that's also helpful there, of course, to just get an idea of what the strengths of the enemies are. And by the way, there was something different about my recent tank review. I actually included some live gameplay. Just 2 games. They were not outstanding games. I could have also commented on some other replays that I had on it. But how did you like it? Just basically live gameplay, not pre-recorded big games. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but I could see sometimes people have an interest in that on other tank reviews. And of course it also makes it kind of easy for me to record while playing. And it just shows some more average games and not super selected ones that perfectly work out. Maybe that's some extra authenticity that people admire about it. Maybe it's also just too boring. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Okay, I really don't like this. I'm dead. Let's try to get a kill at least. Nah. Yeah, failed to run away there. He died for the push. Also, Emil lost a lot of hit points for pushing me, so it might be fine. Oh, nice high roll. 660 with the IG there. At least we can still watch a little bit of SU gameplay here. 2 shots for an entire enemy. Not bad. KPZ-68 turret is disappointing for the non-existing hull armor. Well, for that you got a really nice accuracy, and the turret wasn't bad. I've seen it on the armor inspector. It looked pretty good. You can see it's almost impossible to circle the SU. That's also nice about it. Are we winning? Yes, we should be winning. Unless we lose some points again. If the AMX dies, Tankenstein might actually die to the SMV because he's low tier. SMV has a lot more DPM. Oh my gosh, we might actually lose this. He's also quite low. Go in and you cannot just camp. Okay, Tankenstein hit 1 shot. That's so helpful. Because he's also going to die. If he didn't hit the shot, then SU would probably struggle a lot in the 1v1. Oh, nice. SU missed. What? SU just failed? No, it was someone else. It was the Tankenstein shooting IG. Okay. Oh, why is so close? Galabru. Preferring real games in a review, not cherry-picked ones. Okay. I can understand that there is a bit more authenticity to just playing some tanks live than only showing games where it perfectly works out. And maybe it's about that. If I'm just showing some game where I'm just super lucky where I get 5k damage, 6k damage, then I mostly have really good RNG and the enemies are being unlucky, they don't penetrate me. It's not the real thing, right? I think I get that point. Hi, Dysphoric Smile. Just get this tank. Didn't really work out too well for me. The first one was better. I got 4 games? On test then, alright. Yeah, alright. I'm pretty done for today. Not a long stream actually, but I played all the tanks and I'm getting hungry again. Again, I did not have dinner yet, unfortunately. So I will end here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Yeah. Please still leave a thumbs up if you liked the content so far. Maybe still take a look at the other videos that I recently put out. Ali is asking, have you ever considered about pushing high in rating and streaming it? Would be really interesting to watch for me. I don't know about other stuff. I have played for ratings or like, as it was quite new still, I was playing a lot of ratings as well. But it was mostly for the camo. I think the highest rating I've ever had was 6k or so. The thing is, above 6k ratings, you are just having really long queue times. And that is not a lot of fun for me, nor for you people watching. And also the games are not getting better. Yes, the opponents and also teammates get slightly better. Then you are maybe having like 50%, well, maybe like, let's say like a 47% player is then minimum in a team, and it goes up to 55-60%. There's probably also one other good player on the team. It's like skill-based matchmaking. But like with this kind of player, you don't get any good teamwork. They know the basics, but they are not really great players for me to play with. So I'm just having tougher opponents. I'm having slightly better teammates, but they are not really that much better when it comes to tactical moves. So there is no tactic involved, and still there is not a lot of farming damage possible. So I'm just having worse games effectively. I'm not going to be more effective when it comes to damage. I'm not going to have better teamwork either. So what do I play ratings for then? Just for the rating itself? Yeah. And you can get a high rating even if you are just playing a lot of games. You don't need to be top player for that. Kalesh is saying above 6k it's no longer high queue time. You get matched with 4 to 5ks. Alright. Yeah, it's still, I don't see the point of ratings. It's not more fun than random games for me. If I could get any special rewards out of it, yeah, maybe. But there is none. Some camo that is available for lower league ratings league later on. In ratings, most people just farm, so they still make plus when they lose. I guess I doubt that people are actually thinking about it that much. People just play as usual. And people are always farming and not really doing much teamwork. On top of that, if you are having people who are trying to try hard, like the 50 to 55% or 60% even, they know what tanks are good. So a lot more people are playing good tanks in rating games. Which makes it a bit more annoying because you are having to fight well-armored tanks all the time. So also because of that you don't get any high win rate, you don't get any high damage in. And you're not getting any teamwork either. What do you get away from it? There is really not much apart from the rating. Dude was like 46% and had diamond. Yeah, that's totally possible. You just need to play well. I mean, you didn't need to play on an average level and need to play a lot and to get high ratings. Okay. Yep. That's the skill, getting high ratings with little games or not. but then I could only play the calibration. I mean, getting a high calibration, that is satisfying actually. And you could, of course, you could try to grind up to 5k in as little games as possible. That's maybe a challenge. I think, yes, that's a proper challenge. That it would be about skill then. As little games as possible to the 5k ratings, but it's not really an established challenge on EU server or anywhere, so people are not really participating there. Apart from that, one thing that I was just thinking of and forgot about it again. Apart from those players who are actually better players than if you're on a higher rating, you're also having good players who just don't care about statistics, and only because of that they apply rating games. I also have done so multiple times. Not that often, because I don't care that much about my stats, but better players, if they want to have some fun in games and don't want to care about stats at all, then they just play some rating games, because then their precious tank with 100 games only and high average damage that can be saved in the garage, then they don't have to hurt the stats and can play it again. And then they just don't focus on the games at all. So you get, on the one hand, try-hard average players and better players who are not try-harding at all and doing the opposite of that. And that can get a bit chaotic, and people are maybe pushing you in some weird style. As little games as possible for 6,500. Man, you already need quite a lot of games for 5,000 ratings. I mean, like, nah, it's probably doable in one session, yes. I think I did so last time. Of course, you could go for 6,500 or so, but above 6,000 you really need a lot of time to still make some progress. And then you end up with a couple hundred games, and then it's again not about who is the best player, but who has the most time to play. And that is also not about skill then. So, in my opinion, it shouldn't be that high. Rather like a speed run of like maybe 50 games, 100 games or so. Just so everyone really gets to it. Or you could also say, how high can you get within 100 games in writing games, and then stop playing at that point. Yeah, I just played for Diamond and stopped there. 43 victories. How many games in total? Calibrated at 4.4k. Wasn't that strong, or the games weren't that strong. Yeah. Don't we see the overall games? Ah, yeah, 63 to the left. So still a decent win rate. But 63 games to 5k ratings, I think that's another challenge then. Alright guys. Time to end. Have a good night, have a good evening, have a good day still if it's earlier for you. See ya then in the next days. Bye.